in opposing parties in any government, in any country, when it comes to African countries or other countries, the opposing party, they spend a lot of energy, a lot of their time criticizing the existing government rather than building their own manifesto, their own ideals in governing the country. For example, in this case, Eritrea. What's your perspective, or what's your roadmap? What is your plan for the country? How to govern it in the future? What are you going to do that's not being done by this government?
If you don't know to criticize, and if you don't know to analyze, then you can't understand politics. This does not mean you are going to spend a lot of time in criticizing the government. And this is what we are doing now. We are not criticizing only the government. We as Green Revolution, we are not only criticizing the government. Why we use the criticism? Just to make clear what the government of Eritrea has been committed for the crime against the Eritrean in general, and particularly against the Muslim community. Trying to make diplomatic connections with the neighboring countries, and that's why, as a result of that, that's why we were in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. And our roadmap is based on how we use both the diplomatic solutions and even the way that the government of Eritrea understand. So we try to work in two paths that is completing each other, criticizing and try to say to the government, stop committing crime against the people, and try to make the human rights situations in Eritrea globally. This is one mechanism. And we have different mechanisms that we can use as well to face the government of Eritrea to solutions that can ensure Eritreans' future as a state of that is going to be ruled by the law, and the Eritreans get equal participation of the political participations. How we think to rule Eritrea, as soon as we are justice seekers, then our main goal or ambition is based on justice for all the people of Eritrea.
So, what is your reassurance for the Eritreans? Because to be honest, not just Eritrea, but the northern part of Ethiopia also, they are very much tired of war, conflicts. That has been synonymous with the north part, as we all know. And the people are really tired about that. And what reassurance can you give them that there will not be that kind of conflict, that kind of perishing of the young, the elderly, the children? What's your reassurance for the Eritrean people?
I'd like to say to the Eritrean people, the stability for the country is not going to last long by fear. You should not be afraid of change. That's why the government of Eritrea practices it. That's why, because he don't want to make, for example, any changes in Eritrea. And the argument that he rises up always that maybe can happens different kind of conflicts, different kind of groups or something. First of all, we as Green Revolution focused on building partnership, strengthening, for example, regional dialogue, and even preparing for a meaningful political engagement with those who share, for example, the goal of peaceful and democratic Eritrea. Even as well, our long-term vision is to build constitutional state based on strong institutions, separation of powers, not like today in Eritrea, and the rule of law, and even the social community of Eritrea to live in front of the law equally. to get the same chance or opportunities in participation politically, and as well to get the protection by the law.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add regarding the movement and the achievements that you have made so far? It could be on the United Nations Human Rights Council or any other roles that you have taken to ensure or to progress your movement, or any message that you can have the floor.
Yeah. I would like to release a message to all Eritreans and say the Green Revolution is not a movement against a particular community, first of all, or against a particular religion. It is a movement against the dictatorship that is practicing exclusion and injustice and committing crimes on the human rights in Eritrea. And we believe Eritrea belongs equally to all its citizens. This is very important. And our vision is a democratic state where diversity is respected, institutions are stronger than individuals, and every Eritrean can live with dignity, freedom, and equal opportunity in the country.